Now time to get your phones, tablets and start testing and start getting interactive because Jennifer Jane Asante is here with the most interactive segments during News Interactive. Hi, JJ.
Hello, Aisha.
What are we interacting about now that the whole country is dark?
Well, you're looking rather bright, so you're right.
Well, the brightest
the other side is what's dark.
Anyway, so what are we talking about?
As you said, the country is getting dark, and so we're taking a look at that. We're also taking a look at today being Youth Skills Development Day.
Wow.
And
a lot
I have
more.
a teaser for you, but I won't share it now.
I would be waiting.
It's getting darker in Ghana. Dumsor demonstrations take over again. And I bet you don't know who this is. No, it's not a Ghanaian movie. I'll let you know as the show goes on. This is Joy News Interactive, proudly brought to you by Airtel. This is your time to dream, Martin Luther, as we'll be featuring you when we get back. My name is Jennifer Jane Asante. Welcome back to Joy News Interactive. Now, Martin Luther is a viewer we are featuring today because he joined in the discussion on social media. You can do the same. Look us up on Facebook with the name Joy News on TV. That same name, Joy News on TV, will find us on Twitter, where we tweet with the handle JNInteractiveGH. You could also send us an email, which might take us a little bit of time to read, but the address is joynewsim@multitvworld.com. We can read the messages you send us via WhatsApp whilst the show is going on. That's in real time if you send it to the number 054 010 9009. Remember to add your name, where you're sending the message from, and keep it short and sweet. Scores of residents of Old Achimota today marched to the office of the Electricity Company of Ghana, saying they can no longer tolerate the worsening power rationing in the area. Singing Dumsor theme songs, the residents trekked to ECG demanding an answer.
We are having too much light off in Achimota. For almost a week now, we don't have light over there. It came this morning, for almost, let's say about 30 minutes, it went off again. So we came here to let them explain to us why is it so.
And how bad is the situation?
Oh, very bad enough light. You know, we have barbers, hairdressers, so many. They all use light in that area. So they are suffering. They can't even work. You know, everyone must work and then eat. So it's always our concern. We have to come here to explain it to us to understand. And that's why we came here today.
You are one of the leaders of the group. You met with officials of the ECG. What did they say? What exactly did you present to them, and what was their response?
They told us what the problem at the down. They said they have a major problem that's a major problem in Ghana now. But in our area, they said they are going to move it from our area to another line so that they give them the maximum space to do to repair our distance for us, so that we get enough light to work with.
So let's see what you're saying about this on Facebook. Achimota Dumsor. As you can see, things got a little crazy up in there. Hey, TV sets you now, Kobe. All right. So let's take a look at the comments. Marvin Kai Green says, and yet still you will see the people in Achimota Mile 7 who will still vote for the government. Fatai Salau says, protest does not help matters. Moreover, most protests are done without the consent of the police. Adequate channels of reporting power outage has been established by ECG, but protest is not a channel of reporting power outage. Illegal protest is a crime. People should seek the police consent before protesting. Do the right thing. Trinidad James says, in fact, we are a lost nation. All good monies have been channeled wrongly and people are suffering. Oh, Ghana, is that our destiny? Margaret also says, hey, ASMO, this Dumsor is serious. Come on, fight hard because we pay for it. Helena Queenie is saying the same thing is being done to Dansoman residents, especially exhibition area. ECG, why? Daniel here thinks that Ghanaians are getting used to the demonstrations now, and he says power to the people. I'm going to take just 2 more and then I'll move on to what's up. I have Nick Kalato Kujo saying, in fact, this power crisis is getting worse by the day. It is so frustrating. The city appreciates and now more and more power crisis. Tony Mauli Foley says they should be chased out of office and given serious beatings. Oh, Tony, really? Let's take a look at what you're saying about this on WhatsApp. I have Jacob who says, is the government the cause of Dumsor? Massa, get serious. Okay. And this message is coming from Emmanuel Evanson at Somenia. He says, the demonstration is the right direction against ECG. And Eric Insunyane says, it's everybody's right to demand accountability. He is in full support of the Achimota people. Sabali inside Botre says, do you think they still have a load shedding timetable? Oh, Sabali, I know what you mean. Derrico from this is George Atanga from the Upper West region. He says the problem with Dumsor in Ghana is he thinks it's just more than we can think of. And Derrico from Wa says, because of monopoly, ECG doesn't care because there's no competition. So let's take you to Kumasi, where residents are livid. They also say that the power situation is terrible. Here's what you have been saying about it. Again, we have Facebook comments on the issue, so let's take a look at those. Nana Bafwa Joe says, especially in, that just skipped, Bokrom Estates, we're living in hell on earth. Our leaders have failed us. If they had gone through this during their early adulthood stage, would they have come this far? He's calling them irresponsible. Boham Patrick says it's clearly political because every day NDC strongholds and Loga is having lights, and Asukwa, which is the MPP stronghold, has 12 hours of light within 3 days. It's absolutely ridiculous. Nantogma says, I'm now used to the darkness. OMG, Mahama, if I meet you face to face, Hussein Adams says, it's not only Kesai. Here in Accra, the same problem. For 24 hours, we've had lights for 3 hours yesterday, and he is at Weja. Okay, the lights just came on today, about 20 minutes ago. Michael Obing Pepras says he thinks it's intentional. What they're doing to us at Kumasi is really bad. And Ibrahim says it's too much. All right, now, one of our viewers, Martin Luther, sent us these photos from the Amenfi West District. Take a look. What you are looking at is actually the Kwabeng Asankwegwa Road. It is not a swimming pool. Don't get it twisted. How bad are the roads in your area, and how long have they been in the state that they're in? We put these pictures up on our Facebook page. We'll get to those comments in a bit, but we have Martin Luther with us on the telephone. So let's talk to him. Hello, Martin.
Hello, Jennifer.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm very good. I'm very good.
It's great to have you with us on JNI. So why don't you tell us more about this road? You know, not all of us are familiar with it. How long has it been in this state?
It is for as long as I can see, more than 10 to 15, 20 years. That's how the road has been. It is Kwabeng Asankwegwa. Currently, I'm speaking from Kwabeng, not Asankwegwa. I'm watching it. If written Asankwegwa, it should be Kwabeng. I'm speaking from Kwabeng, not Asankwegwa.
Okay.
But that is the road from Kwabeng to Asankwegwa.
Right.
Yeah, and it has been there for so many times. It looks like that we are not part of Ghana. Look at the nature of road that we are using. Just look at it. Just look at it.
Pretty bad.
That's supposed to be just a road from about 5 kilometers to the capital, the little capital, and look at how it is. Look at how it is. Look at it that we are not part of the country, but we pay taxes. Cocoa and all those things are coming from our area, and look at the nature of the road that we are using.
You say the road has been this way for about 15 to 20 years.
Yeah, more than that. More than what I can even see.
How would you say it has affected the lives of residents in the area? Yourself, for example.
Yeah, for instance, I am a teacher, and I've been plying that road. Then, you see that because of the nature of the road, vehicles are breaking down. Drivers are forced to pay. Drivers are forced to pay lorry fares, charge lorry fares that are more than what they should. But it's not their fault. It's not their making. I'm not blaming the drivers. If you look at the road that we are using it, every day you have to change your shock absorbers, all parts of the vehicles, and you have to get money to do that. When we're supposed to pay that, and that is the nature. The car you are seeing now is a big car. Look at, is it a swimming pool or a road? It is affecting us. This is my dream come true, and I want you. That's why I said I used to come and do that. I want everybody to look at it. That is the situation that we are in at Kwabe and Fan.
Okay,
very appalling. Very appalling. Just look at the pictures.
Well, Martin, thank you for sharing those pictures with us, and thank you for joining us on JN Interactive. It's been great having you. Well, yesterday we told you about a woman who is suing her district assembly for the state of her road. Maybe Martin Luther will take a cue from that. When we come back, we'll be talking about World Youth Skills Day. It's today. Welcome back to Joy News Interactive, proudly sponsored by Airtel. Before we took the break, we spoke with Martin Luther, a viewer who sent us some pictures and we featured them. He was talking about the state of the roads in his area, and I have just a couple of comments on that. Joe from Ekumadan says, but this road is as bad as corruption. And another comment coming in says, this is really terrible. In fact, the government needs to do something. It's from Akumia in Odan. Now today, 5th July 2015, is World Youth Skills Day. The day is to raise awareness about the importance of investing in youth skills development. Now, government says it's hoping to get about 1,000 young people into jobs created in the apparel and textiles industry by December 2015. So the sector minister, Haruna Idrisu, spoke about that, and he said World Youth Skills Day is in line with the upcoming Sustainable Development Goals for 2030. So we asked the question, do you think government is doing enough for youth skills development? And some of you put up some rather interesting comments on Facebook. Let's take a look. We've got Agenda Boyard who says it's a good idea, and he prays that they don't keep long in establishing it. Kudos to the government this time. Hashtag Ghana. And but why would you say that, Hassan? Shame on you. And About it says, yeah, I think it's in the right direction, because all this depreciation of the cedi against the dollar is just because we can't produce anything, and so everything is imported from either the USA or China. But my question is, how do we as a country see people who are in the technical schools? Ghanaians respect people who do social courses at the university rather than those reading technical and engineering courses. Well, that's food for thought, something to think about on Youth Skills Day, World Youth Skills Development Day. Now, did you know that there's a ban on the movement of poultry in the capital city? Yeah, you're not the only one. My colleague Hannah Odame has been speaking to some poultry traders.
They should explain why they are banning, because not all poultry farmers have been affected. I think they shouldn't ban the sale and movement. Bird flu has been an old age problem. I think it does not affect humans because I've never seen bird flu after selling poultry for so long. I go for lots of poultry from all parts of the country to sell, and none of the farms have recorded bird flu.
So how do you take your chicken? Fresh or frozen?
How do you get your chicken? Live or frozen?
Frozen.
Why do you like the frozen chicken?
Because it's stress-free. Yeah.
And
I don't have to start killing the chicken, removing the wings, processing it and all.
And there's been a ban on the sale of live birds. Do you think it's a good thing to do?
I can't really tell. Yeah, because I prefer the frozen one.
We like the frozen one.
But has the outbreak of bird flu affected your intake of chicken?
Anyway, as at now, I've not experienced anything like that. But because of the awareness, we are very careful not to be going to chicken so much. We normally like fish here and there, but not much chicken.
Anytime I want to get it, I used to go to the coast store to get it. But I'm not that meat type though.
But has the outbreak of bird flu affected your intake of chicken?
No, it's nothing. I've never felt anything like that.
There was a dramatic turn of events when the wife of the Vice President, Matilda Emisa Arthur, today took a swipe at the headmistress of the Kukrantumi Presbyterian Basic School for making an appeal for chalk and other teaching materials. The headmistress, Juliana Osing, made an appeal when the wife of the Vice President presented computers and other accessories to the school.
The absence of electricity in this area has made the learning of ICT extremely difficult. We are therefore appealing to the government to provide us with computers, uniforms, chalks, and notebooks for teachers, since these materials are woefully inadequate in this school.
But in a rather interesting response, wife of the Vice President, Matilda Emisa Arthur, stated the appeal was out of place and cannot be honored, adding government cannot provide chalk. Huh.
I am disappointed in the headmistress. So if government has provided school uniforms and they are not enough, can't you find ways of adding up to the stock? I will not provide your school with chalk today, and I will not provide it tomorrow. The Parent-Teacher Association can go and get a chalk.
I did not see that coming. Did you? Whoa. Okay, so let's take a look at what you're saying in this. This one. Okay, not reading that. Obed in Kintampo says, I think this is what Ghanaians want. And the rest of that comment, not reading. Nana Kwame from La Paz says, what is this woman saying? So teachers should use their meager salaries to buy chalk? Ah, boss off. Oh, he's not happy, okay. And someone is upset over the incident by the second lady. This message reads, this is not impressive at all. I have messages on Facebook. Your WhatsApp comments are interesting. Kelvin Edu says, I think our idea of government is very wrong. We mention government and all we think of is the president and vice president. Government is not Mahama and Emisa Arthur, but it is you and I. The headmistress has got to be innovative with how to raise funds for chalk. Nantogma says, Common check for teachers to carry on their duties can be provided, but government can give money to Azoka boys. Okay, I see. Samuel, so she says she's right. A responsible person at that level should not make chalk appeal. This is not reasonable to ask at such an important occasion. She should have made the appeal through her district and regional bosses. All right, so let's find out what is trending apart from that.
So 3 very interesting hashtags have been trending the whole day. Hashtag only in Accra, hashtag growing up African, and hashtag today's kids will never know. Okay, so let's first check out the tweets on hashtag only in Accra. First one I'm taking is from Osei Asare, and this is what he has to say. Hashtag only in Accra, where Melcom, Sports Stadium, and Circle are now the most dangerous places to visit because of disaster history. Mousey, are right. Next one is from Enjoy Michael, and he tweets at Yorkshire 360. Hashtag only in Accra, that you buy an iPhone at Circle and realize it uses an Android OS. Charlie? Waboka. Right, hashtag only in Accra, you can visit places like Russia, Jericho, La Paz, Jerusalem. Charlie, I know, right? And that's a tweet from Arsenally, and he tweets at Naughty Mensa. Naughty indeed. Okay, now this is a tweet from Omahini, who tweets at Projects in Africa. It's actually a conversation between Hannah Tete and John Mahama, the president.
Mr. President, should the Dumsor be made worse nationwide, even the north?
No, Hannah, I said only in Accra. Okay, very creative there. Moving on, let's check out the tweets on hashtag growing up African. This is light skin African. Hashtag growing up African. Your parents bought your clothes 2 sizes up so that you could wear it your whole life. Interesting, I know, right? Next one is from Sinmi Orente, and she tweets at Simply Simi. This was luxury. Hashtag growing up African. Super 2, man. Charlie, that biscuit used to be awesome. And then there was another one, honey top biscuit. Okay, let's move to hashtag today's kids will never know. Hashtag today's kids will never know how high we got when we finally saw these faces. Interesting. And that's a tweet from Ghetto Life. Next one is from Durs. He tweets at Workaholic Durs. Hashtag today's kids will never know the struggle of ABC texting, hitting a key 3 times just to get to 1 letter. Nope, they won't. Final one I'm taking is from Laughing, who tweets at comedy or joke. Hashtag today's kids will never know about how good cell phone batteries used to be. Those are some of your tweets. Very interesting hashtags there, weren't they? My name is Lord Harris Asare.
Well, that's our show, kind courtesy of Airtel. It's your time to dream. My name is Jennifer Jane Asante.
My name is Aisha Ibrahim. Enjoy the rest of our programs.